You know, my dad and I have a great relationship. You know, he really taught me the game of baseball. The day I was born, he slapped a glove on my hand and, you know, made me start throwing.
It's a game that, you know, as fathers play with their sons, you know, growing up.
You know, for me, you know, having my kids, you know, they're my heart and soul. So whenever you're able to do something special on that day, makes that day even more special because they're, you know, so happy for you.
He's just, you know, been there every step of the way, keeps me in line and focused.
You know, being a father of two now, it brings on another different meaning, just as special.
You know, when I grew up, I wanted to be like him. You know, it wasn't like I want to be Superman or anything else. I just want to be like Dad.
It is another sellout at the Coliseum, and it is an absolutely gorgeous Sunday afternoon for baseball on Father's Day. A's have won 4 in a row. Giants have lost 3 in a row, and today the A's go for the sweep. The final game of the series is coming up right here on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Along with Ray Fosse, I'm Glenn Kuiper. Welcome to Oakland A's baseball. Well, the pitching matchup today is a good one. A couple of guys that have been all-stars, Kane and Cahill, but right now they're in different spots. Cahill has struggled, Ray. He has not won a game since the 9th of May.
Happy Father's Day, by the way.
Thank you.
Trevor Cahill needs to think about just being Trevor Cahill. I think what has happened, and we kind of discussed a little bit, he may have been putting too much pressure on himself because 3 or 4 guys on the disabled list that started the season as the starting pitchers. But Trevor Cahill, walking 7 in his last start, that is not Trevor Cahill. He's grooving too many pitches, and I think from his standpoint, just trying to back up mechanics, being able to throw the same pitch at the same time several different times. Curveballs are hanging. His fastball, he's trying to overthrow it a little bit too much. As a result, he's not getting the movement that he needs to be successful.
And for Matt Cain, the A's have seen him a lot. Seems like he's been around forever. He's only 26 years old, and he's pitching well right now. He's won his last 3 starts.
Well, he proved it in postseason last year, and he's continued in this 2011 season. An outstanding fastball. In some of the games he has had against the A's, I don't see how the A's even got 1 hit, 1 game. That's all they got. But he's a tremendous pitcher, and with Lincecum, Kane, it just seems like when he takes them out, he's got a chance to win. And, of course, the Giants are looking forward to that today to avoid a sweep. But Matt Cain, like you said, not that old, but he's pitching like the experienced veteran.
So the A's are going for the sweep, and they're also going for their 5th win in a row, and they're looking for some momentum heading out on the East Coast road trip, which starts on Tuesday. So the A's and the Giants coming up from the Coliseum.
Happy Father's Day!
A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by AT&T and by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
Welcome back to the O.Co Coliseum, where we're moments away from first pitch, the San Francisco Giants and the Oakland A's. And it is the A's this time that are going for the 3-game sweep. The A's are starting to play better baseball. We'll see if they can finish off this sweep this afternoon. It is a beautiful day for a ball game. Nice warm temperatures all around the Bay Area. Lineup cards being exchanged at home plate. And let's take a look at the game time weather, which is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is now open daily. 74 degrees. Not a cloud in the sky. Lots of sunshine. So the fans are certainly going to enjoy the weather and the ball game, as it is another sellout crowd here at the Coliseum. The A's have taken the field except for their starting pitcher, and that's him right there, Trevor Cahill.
I don't know if Trevor had a choice today, but maybe the gold jerseys were just put in the lockers. But it's been kind of fun watching every starter so far, starting with Josh Outman, put on the gold jerseys and finishes today in the final game of the homestand. And I think the A's would like to see them head out on the road with him.
Does gold work with gray pants?
Works with anything.
Just something to think about.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the San Francisco Giants lineup for today. Torres, Burris, Sandoval. So again, 3 switch hitters at the top of the lineup. Huff, Cody Ross, Scherholz, Rowan will DH, Crawford, and then Eli Whiteside is the catcher.
Oh, White Rabbit. Let's hope it works today for Trevor Cahill. He pitched Tuesday, walked 7, pitching today in the series in the homestand finale. But Trevor Cahill's been stuck on 6 wins for a very long time. So let's hope the White Rabbit, the song playing right now on Diamond Vision, gets Trevor Cahill in that mood to pitch very well against the Giants and try to finish out this homestand and win the 5th consecutive game for the A's.
Here's the defense for the A's this afternoon. Willingham once again out of the lineup, so Sweeney will be in left field today. Crispin center, DeJesus in right. Rosales at third, Pennington at short, Weeks at second, Connor Jackson at first. Landon Powell will do the catching today. So that is your defense for the Athletics. So Rosales, we've seen him in left field, and today he is at third base.
He said to me today, he said, how'd I look in left field last night? I said, you look great.
Yeah, he was fine.
I said, you caught that ball? And he said, what about the ball that dropped in front of us? And I said, oh, when you broke back? And he said, yeah. I said, listen, guys have played out there their whole careers break back. So I think he's back at a familiar position today on the infield. Strong arm. And, of course, he played in Baltimore. He had a home run in his second game. Just came right back with it. He's been sitting for a while, so good to see him in back-to-back games. And maybe get some excitement this afternoon in front of another sellout crowd. Try to get a victory.
So Torres steps in. Cahill off to the back of the mound. Now he heads up to the rubber. He's ready to go. Rosales comes in on the grass. And the first pitch of the ball game. And it is low as Torres shows bunt. So we're underway from the O.Co Coliseum. Crowd still filing in. Cahill and Kane, so a very good pitching matchup in the final game of this series. And Torres, a fly ball to center field. And that's out number 1.
Yeah, the Dodge Charger keys to the game, cut down on the airs, 9 straight games with 1. And Bob Melvin would like to see that. Of course, for Trevor Cahill, get back on the track and help the A's sweep the Giants. And like Shooty Babbitt, man, he was Newt Rockney all over again today. He's talking about brooms, and I thought for a former player, last thing you talk about brooms. You'd like to talk about when the series is over, but not before. Remember going to the airport in 1990, heading back to Cincinnati to take on the Reds. All the brooms were at the airport, and I said, please don't do that. The sweep was there, but it was the reverse.
Well, Shooty gets a little excited once in a while.
That's when he doesn't have his, what's that shirt it's called, showing all his guns.
Won't talk about that. Yeah. Here's Manny Burris, who shows bunt and has to spin out of the way. So the count 1-1. Sandoval on deck, just underway. The A's come in winners of 4 in a row. They're 32-40 and 18-16 at home. And if they can win today, they will finish up this season series at 3 games apiece with the Giants. Giants winning the 3 games in San Francisco. Burris bunts at a pitch that was way inside, and it's a foul ball, 1-2.
That ball almost hit him. Had he not bunted it, it might have hit him in the leg. If you're going to bunt, and you're going to drag the ball, you can see the spin and know the ball's going to be out of the strike zone. And Burris had the ball heading down, and he's bunting at it almost like it was a squeeze play that he had to get it down. Definitely a pitch out of the strike zone. I like that Manny Burris. Not Emmanuel, just Manny.
Strike 3 called. Fastball on the inside corner. Burris heads back to the dugout.
Well, Adam Rosales at third base, and how about this routine? Something that's working on, where he's got his back to the infield, turns around, and the reflexes, the reaction time. So very good for Adam Rosales, and that's a new one. And I like it, because by the time the ball is hit, turn around, and the ball's on top of you, you have to charge, go to your left or your right. And I think from his standpoint, still recovering from the disabled list and the injury, the surgery with Mike Gallego, very innovative to come up with a play like that, a drill.
First pitch to Sandoval is a strike. The A's coming into today 6 games behind the first place Texas Rangers. The Angels have just won their game. They beat the Mets 7-3 in New York. And the Phillies and the Mariners will play again in Seattle. Pop up foul. Texas is trailing in Atlanta right now. That's a 3-1 game in the 7th inning. So that's as updated as we can get for the AL West.
Well, so far in this game, the strikeout to Burris, the fastball, the two-seamer that Trevor Cahill likes to throw inside of the lefties, it's moving today, and that's good news because it's moving in the correct direction. And I say that because what we saw Tuesday with 7 walks, the two-seamer that they tried to throw outside the right-handers was running away from the hitters instead of back over the corner, way out of the strike zone. Landon Powell catching today. And it's been split between Powell and Suzuki catching Trevor Cahill.
In the dirt. Scoots past Powell. So 2-2 the count. So Cahill's last win was May 9th at Texas. 7 starts ago. So he hopes to stop that stretch today. Swing and a miss. Got him with a changeup. So a good start for Cahill. Couple of strikeouts. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. For the Athletics, Weeks, Pennington, Crisp, Matsui, Jackson, Sweeney, DeJesus, Rosales, and Powell.
And we talk about Tim Lincecum having successes against the Athletics. Matt Cain has also done well against the A's. A very good pitcher, especially with a good fastball. He likes to pitch deep in games too. 6-4 record. Sometimes you have to wonder how's the guy lose 4 games.
He's got 3 wins in a row. He beat Colorado, Washington, and Arizona to raise his record to 6-4. This one's popped up down the left field line. It's a long run for everybody. Sandoval went into a slide. Crawford there as well, and nobody could get it. So the count 1-2 to Weeks.
Well, the only thing helped Weeks in this situation. Crawford playing Weeks kind of full long run for the shortstop. He went in the slide like Sandoval. Last thing no one is a collision. First batter of the game. Still, it looked like Sandoval might have got spikes and a little bit of the body from Crawford. The other direction, Sandoval on top of Crawford might have been a little bit more serious.
This one's looped into right center field, and that's a base hit. So Weeks hit a breaking ball, and he's got a leadoff single. Defensively for the Giants, Ross, Torres, Scherholz in the outfield, Sandoval, Crawford, Burris, Huff on the infield, and Whiteside is the catcher.
In the second position, shortstop, number 2, Cliff Pennington.
Wouldn't be surprised if at some point this season, Ryan Sabian goes out and gets catcher. It's nothing against the 2 guys they have, but they're in first place by a half a game in the National League West. And I'm going to believe that is a possibility.
I think you said it best. If as soon as Posey went down, Brian Sabian started contacting clubs, he would have had to give up the ranch. So you kind of wait as long as you can.
Runner goes. Whiteside's throw is not in time. So a stolen base. Weeks does not wait around. I was watching to see if Weeks slid off the bag. Yep. He almost shot right past it, but he kept his foot on.
Well, the surprising thing, watch the second baseman who's covered. Watch what he does after he catches the ball. He makes the tag and then goes away. You stay on just in case he does. Normally you see him stop right there, make the tag. But Burris made the tag, thought he had him out maybe because he didn't stick with him, and then ran towards the pitcher's mound.
And
well,
he did come
off because he slides late. Weeks does. When he slides late like that, it makes it a little bit difficult to stay on the bat.
Well, you should do that as a second baseman anyways.
Exactly.
Hold the tag.
Exactly. But it means getting to the bag and staying there. He caught it kind of on the move. You see how he just ran away from the play, and Jamal reaching back. Come on, Toe. Grab the bag.
I guess running away from the play like does you no good.
Absolutely.
There's really no reason to do it.
And sure, he could say, well, I thought he was out. Well, you don't assume because you don't know what the umpire is going to do.
He was not out.
No, he was not out. And you just hope that he does overslide the bag, and you might be able to help him by pushing him a little bit. But you've seen that happen too.
Yeah. So Weeks with a single and a stolen base. Just a handful of pitches into the game. The A's have a runner in scoring position.
Now, what did they call the first pitch? It's still not on the board. The second pitch was a strike. Now they're just up 1-1, but the first pitch was a ball. Yeah. Right?
I think so.
Yeah, it's 2-1 now. Well, our guy's got it right in the box. Should have paid attention to the box. I'm looking at the board.
So 2-1 the count to Pennington with Coco Crisp in the on-deck circle. Sandoval in on the grass at third. Huff in at first. Pennington shoots one to center, shallow. Torres, he's got it. So Pennington gotta be disappointed in that at bat. He could not get him over, and that's out number 1.
Well, the difference in that at bat, the pitch was inside. Pretty good pitch to pull to the right side, but he kind of tied himself up, and it been better suited just to let the ball go if he could not pull it on the ground to the right side.
So here's Crisp hitting in that third spot for the second game in a row. 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored, hitting in the third spot last night. Takes a little slider, 85 miles an hour, in for a strike. Just missed outside with a breaking ball. Well, when going for the sweep, the nice thing to do early in the game is to grab a lead. And the Giants really have not looked good swinging the bats in this series at all. Put a little pressure on them. This one's popped up on the infield. Crawford just a couple steps onto the outfield grass he's got.
Well, Matt Cain, as we mentioned, has pitched well against the Athletics, and this one, a one-hit shutout, and he was just unbelievable. Fastball was outstanding. Blew guys away, and it was one of those dominant performances that you tip your hat. That was Nick Swisher. That was 06. Of course, a big year for the Athletics, won the division and won the league championship series. But in that particular game, they had no chance to get Matt Cain, and that close to being a no-hitter. Jay Payton double. So he was good then. A's hope they can get to him today. Take a 2-out hit now to get this runner in from second.
First pitch to Matsui is a fastball for a strike. Well, Cain, the postseason is where his light is shining brightest. 21 innings without allowing an earned run. He did that in 3 postseason starts, and he was a big part of that postseason run. He was kind of a tough luck pitcher early in his career. He lost a lot of games even though he pitched well. In 2009 he was 14-8 and he was an all-star. And then last year 13-11. So the wins have started to come a bit more the last couple of years. 1-1 to Hideki Matsui, and a breaking ball is hit down the left field line, but that's foul. So 1-2 the count. But Cain was a first-round draft pick of the Giants. In 2002, he was the 25th overall pick. 1-2 to Matsui. 6 home runs, 29 runs batted in. Fastball runs high.
Cain drops down just enough, and sometimes the pitches are elevated in the strike zone. Scott Berry with a kind of a high strike call today. Got home plate umpire strike zone fluctuate from day to day. This time he got a little bit more on the top. Catcher's interference.
Oh, wow. So Matsui's going to get first base. So
no at bat, he too.
So give Whiteside an error.
He had to reach back, and boy, that's when you know you're a little bit too close. Oh wow,
looks close,
way close, and well, that is not surprising there. That's a great shot, guys, because that just shows, and Matsui immediately pointing to the catcher that he hit his catcher's mitt.
So runners at first and second, 2 outs, and it's Connor Jackson. Now, Ray, obviously sometimes a catcher may reach out a little bit, but he clearly looks like, at least there, he was set up closer to home plate. I mean, you kind of sit in the same spot, don't you? I mean, I'm talking front to back. You stay in the same spot.
Well, you watch where the hitter sets up. If a guy's in the middle of the box, you can adjust, but you definitely can't be that close. And that shot, we had low third angle. He's still close.
Chop toward Crawford, and he'll go to second. So Cain gets out of the jam. Side retired. A strand a pair. We'll head to the second. No score. Brought to you by Bad Teacher. It's in theaters June 24th. We'll go see it on the road, you and me. We'll see a matinee.
Oh, man.
Next Saturday in Philadelphia. Come on, you and me. Go see Bad Teacher. Be fun.
You go and tell me what it's about. Okay.
Let me. Where you want to go?
You know how long
spend a little time with your broadcast.
You know how long it's been since I've been to a matinee on the road?
That's why we should go. It'd be fun. Good pitch there to Huff, a changeup, and it's 1-1. A couple of strikeouts for Cahill in that first inning. You got Burris looking, Sandoval swinging.
Yeah, we talked about Trevor Cahill and his struggles. I mentioned when he won his last game, of course, 7 walks in the last start. Trevor Cahill, you got to be thinking, wait a minute, these 4 guys, I'm trying to keep this streak going. And they pitched very well in winning 4 straight games, especially the 2 against the Giants. Of course, he started with Outman, followed by Gio. Of course, Godfrey was great, Moscoso, so they'd be coming back to the park and say, we're in gold again today. Let's do it. So that's the difference in him right now, those numbers.
This one should be playable. Rosales is not going to be able to make the play. So Huff has second line.
Well, the long run for Rosales, and of course he runs well. Landon Powell going after it, and probably thinking now it's going to be Rosales.
No play.
No play, and well, it just kept moving on him. You see the sun glaring in his sunglasses. Got it off the tip of his glove. It was a long run.
Huff pops it up again. Landon Powell turned around and kind of put his hands out, so he may not have seen that one. So the sun looks like it's a bit of an issue right now.
Well, a new catcher's mask, and I think Landon Powell has one of those where it's kind of a sunshade like sunglasses, but on the outside of the mask. Sometimes it's difficult for a catcher to wear sunglasses.
Well, that hurts, says Huff. Pretty good hitter. Got an extra pitch, basically, a couple extra pitches, and he has a leadoff single here in the second.
When he got the ground ball, did Cahill, but pitches to contact. Sometimes this can happen. A breaking ball, he change up a little bit away, and just to the right of Weeks, no chance for him to get it.
So that'll bring up Cody Ross. Ross takes a strike on the outside. 2 for 4 on Friday with a home run for Ross. Yesterday 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. And a couple of strikeouts in RBI spots. The Giants were looking for a hit and couldn't get it. Behind the count 0-2.
Trevor Cahill 7 games this season, which he's been double figures in ground ball outs. 1 in the first inning, but his last 3, 7, 2, and 5. So ground ball's not been working for him to get those outs, and a lot of times double plays.
Nate Scherholz is the on-deck hitter. Ross behind in the count 0-2. 271, 6 home runs for Ross. Hit to left field, or left center, I should say, and Coco Crisp slides over that way, and he's got it. So Huff heads back to first, and that's out number 1.
The Giants fans acting and reacting like they're sitting on Mount Davis, where every fly ball seems like it's a home run. That ball didn't have anything other than height on it. No chance for it to go anywhere. Those people, when they did open up Mount Davis a long time ago, they could not see anything except from second base towards home plate.
Yeah, there was not a lot of visual of the outfield play.
All of a sudden you hear this big cheer. fly ball in the infield. So review quarter with a standing room only again this afternoon. Suites in center field, all 3 levels sold out again. So a lot of excitement this weekend, and something I'd like to see a lot. And that is sellouts here watching the A's play.
Two 2-0 to Nate Sherrills. Rowan the on-deck circle. Giants are 39-32 on the season. They've lost 3 straight. They're 20-20 on the road. So he said they're hanging on to that half-game lead over the Diamondbacks. So 2-1. Coco Crisp shaded just a little bit, a couple steps toward left center. 2-1 pitch is up and away, and it's 2-2. Well, the Giants do not walk a lot, and in watching them in the 2 games and then today, you can totally understand why. They really chase a lot of pitches out of the strike zone.
They did.
I guess if you flag Guerrero, that's okay.
Or Juan Uribe, who played for him last year. Maybe they learned from him. Let's see if Chris Bochy puts Huff in motion. 3-2 count, 1 out. And Sherholtz is a swing and miss guy. It could be a struck him out, throw him out if he puts him in motion. Of course, he's trying to stay out of a double play if he does.
Huff takes off. The pitch is bounced foul into the on-deck circle, so Huff will head back and probably do it again.
Well, it's kind of good for catcher Landon Powell, a left-handed hitter. Sometimes you're unsure whether the runner is going to be on the move, 3-2. At least now he knows if he ran this time, he's going to be running and following pitches. So at least he's going to be aware of that and get everything moving towards second. And if we swing and miss, try to throw him out. Uh-oh.
And they got it.
Oh, yeah.
He just leaned a little bit and then could not get back.
I saw Connor Jackson last night on the 3-1 when Sanchez got him, and this is simply last night and today. Where's he going? You have to make sure the pitcher throws. You're not running to try to steal a base, and that's what every manager tells his players in these situations. It is definitely not to steal, to stay out of a double play.
And Sherholtz takes the walk.
Well, great shot of him leaning. Watch the front. First move is to second base, and that's just enough momentum change that it's hard to stop and get back. So he should never have been there in the first place if the foul ball is caught. Right?
Yeah. That's true.
That's a true pickoff there. That's a real pickoff.
So here's Rowan, the DH.
Regardless of whether the pickoffs or caught stealings, bottom line, the A's are keeping runners off base when they do get on by either throwing them out at second or picking them off in the 1-3-6. May 20th for Trevor Cahill in San Francisco against these Giants. Pitched very well, gave up 1 earned run in the start. Pitched very well for 6 innings, 83 pitches. And he realized, or forgot maybe, that he can't pitch this well and stay in the game. That's what Buster Posey was playing. The bat ended up in the seats and struck out on a changeup. But I never forget the look that Trevor had on his face when after 6 innings he was out of the game. Realized it's National League Park and he pitched hit for him. In a 1-run game. For his numbers, 6 strikeouts, just a couple of walks, then the 83 pitches.
That one's hit hard down the third base line. Sherholtz is fast. Sweeney lets it get all the way to the wall, and that's going to allow the Giants to take the lead. If Sweeney could have cut it off, it may have kept Sherholtz at third, but it rolled all the way to the wall, and Aaron Rowan with an RBI double.
Well, the pickoff was big, but the walk to Sherholtz was not very big for Trevor Cahill, and that close. And once it was hooking down to the corner, that I think what happened if Sweeney had tried, it really could have taken a chance because of 2 outs, but it just kept hooking away from him, and not much chance, even with his speed, to try to get to the ball and cut it off.
Yeah, I didn't want it to sound like he should have cut it off because it was headed quickly to the wall.
And with 2 outs, Sherholtz running on contact, and Flannery at third base. He's got to be sending, but just one of those with the ball traveling so quickly on the ground.
So here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
7 walks for Trevor Cahill in his last start against Kansas City. A game that lost 7-4. 3 of the walks came around the score. First one today, scores.
Crawford 1 for 6 in the series. Getting a chance to play every day since being brought up from the minor leagues. Changeup, and he swings and misses again. So back-to-back changeups, same result, a swinging strike by Crawford.
He's swinging at the delivery, and a good changeup, good block by Landon Powell. Chance to bounce another one if he's going to swing like that.
That one floats outside to Crawford. 2-2 the count. So a run in here for the Giants thanks to Rowan's double. Swing and a miss, and he got him. So Crawford swings and misses 3 times, but the Giants get a run. It's 1-0 after an inning and a half. Ask Glenn and Ray question. Sammy from Petaluma asked the very, very simple question. Glenn, is your brother Dwayne Kuiper? Yes, he is. That's Eric Burns. That's not my brother. But he's back there somewhere.
There he is.
Yeah. Older brother. I think it's important to throw that in there as well. See? All tied together. And it's his birthday today, so happy birthday to my older brother Dwayne.
Well, you keep emphasizing the older part. That's not good of you. Just say, my good brother.
My good older brother.
What's Jeff say? When's his birthday?
He's the good middle brother. 2-1 to Sweeney. Well, people always say, so is he older? I said, yeah, and I'll tell you how much older. When he went to college, I went to kindergarten. So do the math.
You know what? I think you should just zip it. You know?
And you know, when you were teammates together.
Yeah, and that's why you should zip it.
I was 14 and you guys were awesome. I looked up to you guys, and I still do, of course, in just a different way. You two wearing those awesome red Pumas.
Right. And red uniforms.
Yeah.
As Boog Powell said, we look like giant blood clots.
That's one way to look at it.
And Boog did, because he was big.
Sweeney chases a pitch out of the strike zone. He did hit a home run in his career, and I remember it well. It was August 29th, 1977.
Steve Stone, and that monster stadium, 75,000 capacity, and we would count them.
All right, now let's look for Ray in the dugout.
He's not in there. He's not in there.
Okay, Ray is right. No, that's right. Ray was.
And you know, the guys were so excited, and I didn't know what the yelling was about, and I ran down the tunnel, and that was a long way from the dugout to the clubhouse, so I did not see it. But I've seen it enough. And I still say when Jason Kendall hit his one here, I reacted because that's the way I would have reacted if I'd been there when Dwayne hit his.
You would have been right at the top step. My brother said you were a very good teammate. He said that many times. Took care of the younger guys. But Ray was actually in the clubhouse eating dibs when Dwayne hit the home run. Cy Bynack got you some dibs.
Yeah, right. Didn't know what dibs were back then. We got them today, though. Actually, Walona brought up dibs. Happy Father's Day. Love Nikki and Lindsay.
From your girls.
So they called in from Arizona and ordered some dibs.
That is perfect.
Yeah.
They know what Dad likes.
I think they've heard.
Yeah, I'm sure
they've heard us talking about food and especially dibs. But
before too long, both your little grandsons will be eating dibs like there's no tomorrow.
That's right. Matthew already is.
I was going to say.
He's old enough to do it.
2-2 pitch is driven to center. Torres getting back there, still going back, and he's right near the wall, and he makes the catch. He's a good outfielder, and he tracked that one down.
Well, we've talked about how shallow the outfield is the Giants are playing. Unfortunately for David DeJesus, this ball stayed up in the air, went down to try to hook a slider, and it stayed up and gave enough time for Torres and his speed to track it down. Feeling for the wall, knowing he was coming close to him once he hit the warning track. No sunglasses and great concentration right on the Comcast Sportsnet California sign.
So 2 outs, and here's Adam Rosales.
You know those people watching that sign and watching that play were watching it in high definition.
Yeah, of course they were.
That's right. See Torres' eyes open as well as his mouth. Wide open. So he was looking for any way to catch it.
A breaking ball, and it's on the outside corner. 1-1 to Rosales. Adam has 2 hits and 13 at bats. One of those hits, of course, the home run. That was the first night he came back in Baltimore. Kind of pulled off that one, 1-2. You know what? It may take Rosales a little while. I mean, he really did not have a whole lot of at bats. I mean, he was rehabbing, so he's still spring training for him.
Well, he was supposed to play 9 innings in Sacramento, and his final game was only 7 before he came up, and that's why he was on a 2-on, 1-off plan. Now he's played 1 off 7. He'd like to get back to the 2-on, 1-off.
Kane kicks, and the 2-2 pitch is popped up. Burris is out. Burris makes the catch. So Matt Cain has a 3-up, 3-down inning, and we go to the 3rd. 1-0 San Francisco.
every Wednesday this season, you can get a Plaza Level, Plaza Outfield, or Plaza Reserve ticket for just $2. Take advantage of this offer during some of the biggest matchups of the year with the Angels, Rangers, and more. Get the tickets for all Bart $2 Wednesdays at the Coliseum box office by phone at 877-493-BALL. And to order online, visit OaklandAthletics.com. A's will return a week from Tuesday after going back to New York for the Mets and the Phillies, and then back here at the Coliseum.
Coco Crisp moves back and over, and he's got it. Whiteside is out on one pitch.
That team in for the next Bart $2 Wednesday will be the Florida Marlins, whose manager resigned.
Now batting.
He did not get fired. They were 1-17 in June. You think there was a meeting?
Think he got nudged a little bit?
Think of the meeting, and they said, you know, we're either going to fire you or you could resign. We don't know what happened, but yeah, I hope he resigned because he gets paid. I mean, no. If he gets fired, he gets paid. Yeah. If he resigns, he doesn't. So there has to be
something's going on.
Yeah.
When was the last time a manager resigned, too, brother?
It's been a while.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And we don't even ask anymore if the Marlins won or lost because.
Did they win today?
Nope. It's unbelievable.
So their interim one-day manager maybe it didn't work.
They lost 2-1 to the Rays. They have lost 18 of their last 19. So Eddie Rodriguez, before the game, resigned. Brandon Hyde, who is the bench coach, he took over. Jackson has it, and he makes the play. Torres is out. Now, I don't know how long Brandon Hyde will be the manager. The rumor mill is out that it sounds like the Marlins will probably name somebody else soon. Now, that's just what I've read on the internet. But
well, if it just happened this morning, they probably said to Mr. Hyde, said, by the way, you're managing today. You're the bench coach. If let's just assume the manager was ejected and you take over. Yeah. But that's too bad to have that kind of a record. And they will be here in interleague play. They will be the two teams, or one of the two teams the A's play at home, the Marlins and the Diamondbacks. Definitely two teams going much different directions.
I mean, it's really, really hard for a bad team to lose 18 out of 19. And the Marlins are a very talented team. It's hard to figure out. 18 out of 19.
Thank you.
Oh, those are good.
10.
Ices? I think Jack's got one of those yet.
At some point today, he will have an ice.
Hey, anyone else? No good.
All over his shirt.
Hi, guys. How many?
Saw him coming off the elevator. I was so excited to see Jack, is scared his sister. she walked out with.
She's not ready for Uncle Ray.
She's wait a minute. Who's this guy?
She talks about you at home.
So they're down in the sun today?
Yeah, they're in the sun for a little while. I don't think they'll get a complete game. Burris lines one. Chris coming in. He's not going to get it. So Cahill actually made Burris look bad on a couple swings, but Burris hung in there, and he has a line drive, 2-out single.
Yeah, he hung a curveball. Trevor, as he did with Crawford last inning, struck him out with changeups. But there's a hanger. He just waited back, burst in, and if he bounced it, might have had a chance, but it stayed up too much.
So that is the third hit for the Giants, and here's Sandoval. Sandoval now 1 for 10 in this series. He was 0 for 5 last night.
2 outs. Have to figure Burris might be thinking about running. It would be Pennington taking the throw with now Weeks hitting Sandoval to pull. So Pennington closest to the bag.
Burris not running there, and the ball's bounced into right field. That's a base hit. Burris will easily go to third, and the ball's kicked around in right field, but DeJesus quickly picks it up. So back-to-back 2-out hits.
First pitch changeup, and Sandoval, who struck out on the changeup in his first at bat, swung at a bad pitch on 2-2. This one stayed up, and David DeJesus, who's gone forever since he last made an error, let the ball come up on him.
Now batting, number 17.
All the players, a lot of players, umpires wearing the blue wristbands for Prostate Cancer Awareness Day on Father's Day. Home run challenge. For every home run hit throughout baseball today, donations will be made, as it is the day that culminates the entire day or entire time in which the awareness is made.
15th annual Prostate Cancer Foundation Home Run Challenge. Aubrey Huff grounds one. Weeks on the dive. He's got it. Gets up. Throws in time. Nice play by Jemiah Weeks. And that saved a run. Couple of hits. Couple of runners stranded. 1-0 Giants.
It wasn't like I want to be Superman or anything else. I just want to be like Dad. So, and being a father of 4 and 2 boys, you know, I look at him and I think, man, if I could be as good as him or even half of that, I'd be doing pretty well.
This Father's Day weekend on June 18th and 19th, participating Wendy's will donate 50 cents from every Frosty product sold to the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption to help foster children find permanent, loving homes. Wendy's, you know when it's real.
Beautiful day at the ballpark, and it is Father's Day. Hope you're enjoying it. 1-0 the Giants over the A's.
Oh,
there's my little guy.
Check him out right there, boy. He is bouncing off the seats already. He's been in 4 different seats. That is Jack. Oh, what a great day. Great excuse for sons. Hey, Dad, let's go to the game today. It's your present for Father's Day. That's same with Mother's Day and special days.
Wish my dad, Henry, back in Racine, Wisconsin, a happy Father's Day. He's probably watching the game today, whether it be our telecast or the Giants telecast. I'm not sure about that.
Well, if there's ever a time to have 2 TVs, today was it.
Powell skies one to right. Sherholt circling under it, and he's got it. Powell just missed it.
Time now for the Ford right choice, and what a special day. It was Grant Balfour, Tyson Ross, and Brian Fuentes, their fathers, throwing out the ceremonial first pitches. And they were good. That was Tyson Ross' father throwing a strike. And then Brian Fuentes' father, a little bit outside, slider on Hanlon. Yeah, he threw the slider. And then, you know, the Aussie, I hope he didn't act like his son on the mound. We should have had a close-up of him.
Oh, man.
That was neat. About 45 prostate cancer survivors lining up today. So Brandon McCarthy, successful outing yesterday in a simulated game. Tyson Ross is going to stick around. He'll go down to Arizona, and he'll have a couple of simulated games. I think he's at maybe Tuesday and Sunday while the A's are back east. So hopefully soon we'll be getting a couple of starting pitchers back, although the guys who have been filling in have done a tremendous job.
Weeks had a single in the first, stole a base, but the A's could not get him around. They had him at second with nobody out. Swings and misses. So 2-2 to count. Weeks now with 14 hits in 41 at-bats since being called up. 3 doubles, 3 triples, and 6 RBIs. So the count is full.
Goes by the weight room. Much all the time you see Jamal Weeks in the weight room. I said, don't get too big now. That's his brother with Milwaukee, a very, very powerful leadoff hitter.
Hit another home run yesterday.
Yes, he did. Oh, great play by Jamal Weeks. First and third for the Giants, and great job going to his left, diving quickly, getting up and throwing out Huff, robbing him of a base hit, and that would have scored another run for the Giants. But Jamal Weeks, great range, and the quickness in which he gets up is unbelievable.
Got him with a fastball, 92 miles an hour. Second strikeout for Kane.
Pretty long swing, and 3-2.
Now batting.
Start thinking about maybe doing something, driving the ball.
Cliff Pennington.
For him, short and quick is the best approach.
So 2 outs for Pennington. 6 in a row retired by Kane. Takes a little off and drops it in for a strike. You watch Kane pitch, Ray. He doesn't really have one dominating pitch, but he really has 3 good pitches that he throws any time, which is probably better than having the one dominant.
Back-to-back changeups with good sinking action away from Cliff Pennington. Fastball up and in at about 92.
Pennington hit a fly ball to center field in the first inning. Got him swinging. That one at 93 miles an hour. So Kane with a couple of strikeouts. He's retired 7 in a row. 1-0 San Francisco after 3. For licensed Oakland Athletics gear, including hats, t-shirts, jerseys, and more. Log on now to receive free shipping on all merchandise. CSNCalifornia.com, your home for authentic A's merchandise all season long.
Okay, last night we had Francis here at 100. We got a 101-year-old today. I guess when we come back, we're going to have maybe somebody 110 because we'll be gone for a week.
Well, this gentleman was pretty funny. Cara asked him a question, and he said, "What? It's too loud in here. I can't hear you."
And everybody said, "You're right."
Yeah. Good breaking ball from Cahill to Ross. Ross, Scherholz, and Rowan here in the top of the 4th inning. Giants with a 1-0 lead. They got their run in the 2nd inning and a Rowan double.
There it is.
And on 3 pitches, Ross sits down.
This is a pitch that was not working for Trevor Cahill. Watch how it comes back this way. And that's the key for him. Started outside. He throws the right-handed hitter. And it comes back on the outside corner. Against Kansas City, he was overthrowing it. The ball was cutting on it. Too far outside. But he slowed things down today and is getting the movement that we're accustomed to seeing.
First pitch to Scherholz is high. Scherholz scored the run on Bones' double after walking.
The last inning, when the Giants had 2 outs, a matter of 3 pitches to Burris, Sandoval, and Huff. 2 hits and then a great play by Jamal Weeks to rob Huff of his. So aggressively hitting with the Giants in that inning.
Change up, swing and a miss. 1-2.
Since he's trailing by a run, the best thing Trevor Cahill can do is what he's doing right now and just trying to keep the 1 deficit so this club can come back and score.
In the dirt, so Scherholz lays off that one. Giants with 4 hits in the game, the A's with 1. Swing and a miss. Got him with a good changeup, and that's back-to-back strikeouts for Cahill.
Well, for someone who did not strike out a bat on his last start, he is doing outstanding work today. Good changeup, great delivery, especially with hitters swinging and missing as Scherholz did on the changeup, and the ball was not in the dirt.
So with 2 outs, Rowan will hit. And that's pitch in for a strike with a breaking ball. So Cahill is pumping strikes in there now. Braves leading the Rangers 4-2 that game in the 9th inning. Just missed. Close pitch, 3-1.
Rain delay in Cleveland. There was a rain delay over 2 hours in Atlanta yesterday. Interleague play, when you're only seeing the team 3-game series, last thing you want is a possibility of a rainout.
You're going to wait it out.
Yeah. There have been a lot of rainouts this year already, more than throughout the entire season last year.
Payoff pitch, change up, swing and a miss. So how about that? Trevor Cahill strikes out the side. Bottom of the 4th coming up. California. Brought to you by Wendy's. Try Wendy's new Natural Cut Sea Salt Fries.
Yeah, your brother did exactly what I did when he hit his home run. The name was on the board, wish him a happy birthday. He was out of the booth getting refreshments. Well, had a birthday wish anyway.
Oh, that's hopefully nice of you, Ray.
Oh, hopefully your brother taped it so he could show him. Brother working here?
Oh, yeah.
So he works everywhere.
Yes, he does. He works harder than any of us. Crisp, Matsui, and Jackson. Ace trying to get something going against Matt Cain, who Ace had him in trouble in the first, could not score. Since then, he has retired 7 in a row.
Of course, I'm sure the A's players are saying the pitching's back. Trevor Cahill pitching like he did at the beginning of the season. Now just need to score him some runs.
Coco chased a pitch that was inside, and it's 2-2. Chris popped out to the shortstop in the first inning. Cody Ross over a couple steps. He's got it. Here's our trivia question, which is brought to you by AT&T. What former Giants and Athletics player hit the first ever interleague home run? I know that.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 55, Hideki Matsui.
Well, it's good that you said you'd know it before you give the answer.
Yeah, I'm not going to give the answer. I'll give a hint. He was named after Ray Fosse's favorite player growing up.
Right.
Huh? There you
Exactly
go.
right.
Take it from there. Middle of the diamond, Crawford fighting that sun, still fighting it, and then Burris steps in and he makes the catch. That's a pretty nice play by Emmanuel Burris. Crawford tried to stay with it, but he must have been yelling or something.
Well, conversion, he called for it, but Burris is there and didn't realize the last instant, and he was not even close to it. And fortunately for him, the ball came back a little bit as he went into the headlong dive.
So 2 outs for Connor Jackson. So we've seen the sun be an issue today. Breaking ball for a strike. Jackson bounced out to short with a couple of runners on to end the first inning. And this one's lined to center, right at Torres. So Jackson hit it on the button. Nothing to show for it. 10 in a row retired by Matt Cain.
second inning, but this last inning, the fourth, a fastball two-seamer to the outside part of the plate, and then back-to-back changeups to get strikeouts of Shearholtz and Rowland. Outstanding changeups following the two-seamer to Ross. So Trevor, who did not strike out a bat on his last start, first time, actually, first time this year, did not strike out. It's season high 8 strikeouts, make it 9 against the Tigers, but today 6. That's good news.
Crawford, Whiteside, and Torres 8, 9, and 1 here in the 5th inning for San Francisco. Change up just a bit inside, so that may be his best pitch today.
He kept throwing to Crawford his first at bat, finally struck him out.
Crawford a big swing and rolls at 5. Hey, they're having a good time. Crawford hits it hard. Jackson on the dive, has it. Flips low to Cahill, and Cahill makes the play. Hits the bag with his foot, and pretty nice play all around to get Crawford.
Well, the important thing for Trevor Cahill, get into the mound quickly or get into first base quickly. Great diving stop. And Trevor had to reach down on a low throw from Connor Jackson. The flip underhand, maybe a little bit far for Jackson, and did not quite get there, but Trevor Cahill showing his athleticism. Reaching down, going to the slide to stop himself, avoid a collision by the runner coming down the line, and a little pop-up slide. He's ready for National League Baseball in National League Park, which will start in Philadelphia.
First pitch strike to Whiteside. Whiteside hit a fly ball to center field in the 3rd inning. Five in a row retired by Trevor Cahill. Rosales to his left, throws, and Jackson keeps his foot on the bag. 2 outs. Well, what former Giants and Athletics player hit the first ever interleague home run? That is our AT&T trivia question. The answer is Stan. 1997, he hit it off of Darren Oliver.
Named after Stan the Man Musial, the son of Julian Javier, who played for the Cardinals, and Stan with Stan.
So that was the Giants and the Rangers. Here's Torres, top of the order. Torres just 2 hits in his last 17 at bats, so his average all the way down to 239. Swings and misses. 2-1.
Trevor Cahill right now is so confident with his changeup. Anytime Lando Powell puts down the sign, he'll throw it any count. Matt Cain also pitching well, just the 1 hit. Leadoff hit by Jamal Weeks, and that's been it.
Three-run pitch, broken bat. Weeks on the backhand, throws, and they get Torres. Lots of defense by the A's here in the top of the 5th inning. So Cahill's rolling. Giants still lead 1-0. cutouts of the Cars 2 movie, which premieres in theaters in Disney Digital 3D on Friday, June 24th. So, pitching duels, Kane and Cahill, we had a feeling that that would be the case. First pitch to Sweeney is in for a strike. Kane was an all-star in 09. Cahill an all-star last year. Sweeney pops it up. Shallow center. And it's going to be Torres who comes in, and he's got it. That's out number 1.
That's 8 fly ball outs, and you can see the A's the last 5, 6, 7 non-strikeouts have been in the air. Hitters just really not attacking, they're waiting, and maybe because the assortment of pitches that Kane's throwing, when they do get the fastball, they're a little bit late in the swing and not driving the ball, hitting the ball. It's kind of easy fly ball outs for infielders or the outfielders.
First pitch to David DeJesus is a bit high. DeJesus hit a ball deep to left center that Torres made a nice play on. Kane did not pitch in that series in San Francisco. But before that, years before that, it seems like he pitches in just about every series between these two teams. It's his 9th career start against the Athletics. Right now, looks like he's got it all working as he gets ahead 1-2 to DeJesus. He's got 3 strikeouts. He has not walked anybody.
One thing he does, and pitchers differ in their approach, and Watch Kane once he gets a sign, and he never takes his eyes off the target. Total concentration on Whiteside, where he does give the target. He knows the location. Eyes are right there. And I think, to me, you see guys will wind up, take their head, move it, and the head's moving and trying to pick up a target. I think sometimes a little difficult. It kind of throws their mechanics off a little bit.
Well, he's got a very simple windup and delivery, too. It's about as basic as you can get. Popped up. Crawford fighting that sun again. He'll be called off by Ross, and that's out number 2.
Follow the @Athletics Twitter account. Why am I reading this? Now through Monday, June 20th at 10 a.m. Every 100 new followers will lower the price of 4th of July field level tickets by $1. Be sure to tell your friends to follow. More followers equals lower ticket prices. For more information, go to oaklandathletics.com/follow. Okay, follow the quote @Athletics and quote Twitter account. It's now through Monday, June 20th, 10 a.m. So if that's a Twitter account, that means you tweet, right?
Yeah. Get your own account. You can say whatever you want.
Marty Lurdy was tweeting last night during the game. Yeah. He said, "Oh, the A's. I always like to play a team that's not playing well defensively, and the Giants have scored 2 runs, and Sanchez will take it the rest of the way." False. Didn't happen. And the A's didn't play solid defense, but came back and won the game. So I guess when you tweet and you have to retract your tweet, that's not good.
That's why you don't tweet.
But if you can lower ticket prices, by all means, all the followers tweet. The upcoming series.
1-2 to Rosales, and that one just missed outside. Rosales popped out to the second baseman in the second. And a breaking ball, and popped it up. Adam Rosales as a Cincinnati Red. How about that?
By the time Matt Cain turned around, Rosales had sat around to the bases. Cain must be thinking about it because it's 3-1, 3-2 sliders. Diamond Vision, career against the San Francisco Giants. 278 hitter, 36 at bats for Adam Rosales.
Dropped down, and that one just missed. A couple of close pitches, called balls, and it's 3-2.
Pedro Martinez a little bit the way he dropped down, one of the two-seamer to come back.
And then he throws it right by him at 92. So Cain gets his 4th strikeout, and he is rolling. He's retired 13 in a row. Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Cache Creek's Heatwave giveaway with cash, prizes, match play, and more every day. Visit cachecreek.com for details. Giants 1, the A's nothing. It's the top of the 6th inning. Sellout crowd today, 36,067. Snopper's dad is in the house. That's good to see on Father's Day. Burris, bunt attempt rolls foul. Burris, Sandoval, Huff against Cahill. Rangers lost their game 4-2 in Atlanta. Texas was trying to sweep the Braves, but Atlanta gets the final game of that series. Georgians the win. Ogando the loss. So Texas now 38-35 with the loss. They will go home and play Houston for 3 and the Mets for 3. In fact, they will play Houston 6 of their next 9 games. That is their geographical rival.
Come on, Houston.
Jackson. The flip to Cahill, and he just beats a sliding Burris to first. Jackson went a long ways to his right. Cahill got over there.
Well, that's 3 plays the last 4 outs that have been very good plays. Trevor Cahill covered in the bag twice. Jamal Wicks making a diving stop or a play up the middle. This was a nice lead, although Connor Jackson was kind of going away and then had to flip the ball back to Trevor Cahill, covering the hand, not quite getting there as quickly as Trevor Cahill's foot.
So 1 out, and Sandoval's the hitter. He takes outside. The Angels won today 7-3 over the Mets. Chatwood got the win. So the rookie right-hander is now 4-4. Vernon Wells hit a home run. He had 3 RBIs. Starting to hit a little bit better. So the Angels pick up a game on Texas. Angels now 3 back, but still 3 games under 500.
You don't boo a veteran. Granted, the Angels fans wanted to see a lot from Vernon Wells and McCarty from the Blue Jays.
One hopper to Jackson, and that's 2 outs.
Vernon Wells is a veteran. He knows how to play, and he knows the numbers will be there by the time the season's over. Stay healthy.
Now batting, number 17.
And the Angels are not done with the road trip yet. They will head to Florida to take on the Marlins, and then they will head back to LA, but I believe they will be playing at the Dodgers. So that's the upcoming week for the Angels. And the Mariners and the Phillies, no score in the 6th inning. The Mariners will head out on the road after that game. They will go to Washington and to Florida. So they, like the Athletics, will be heading east.
Yeah, just think if they were going to Florida, they could take the real long trip from Seattle to Florida. The A's will be doing that from Seattle to Tampa a little bit later. Jack, you had enough sun? Too hot down there?
Pitch just missed. Sun will take it out of you.
Yeah. If you're yet young with all that energy and the sun will take it out, then you know it's hot. Beautiful day.
Huff drives one right center. Coco Crisp is near the wall, and he's got just enough room. Side retired. 10 in a row retired by Trevor Cahill. Giants still leading 1-0. Coors Light 6th inning. It's time for the Coors Light Freeze Can.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Athletics. The pitcher, number 11, Landon Powell.
Coors Light Freeze Can is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. It's like the old split hat, but maybe a newer version. How about that? I didn't know there was such thing as a newer version of those hats. Matt Cain back to work. He'll face Powell, Weeks, and Pennington.
And the Powell's the closest to putting the A's on the board. Just missed a ball that went to the warning track in right field. So Landon said they got you in a perfect position there. They want you hitting ninth with the speed. You know, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. He said perfect.
Perfect. Good swing there by Powell, and fouls it straight back. Now the A's will head to New York tomorrow. 3 in New York and then 3 in Philadelphia. Phillies with the best record in the major leagues coming into today. Popped up. Look at Burris right over there this time. Crawford has it.
10th fly ball out. Boy, you can just see how the A's hitters are off balance.
Now batting, third baseman, number 19.
So here's the top of the order in Jemile Weeks. So as the A's head out on the road, the Giants will return home. And they will play the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians over at AT&T Park. Bring up the Twins because it's such a miserable year for them, but they are really starting to play very, very good baseball. They won again today, and they have won 7 in a row. Twins beat the Padres 5-4, so the Giants will see a Twins team that is starting to come back here. Now 7.5 games out of first place, so they got work to do, but
you know Ron Gardenhire's not going to let them stop, and they know they've been there a long time. But it is a long season. Yep. There's over 100 games remaining.
Would not surprise me at all if they climbed back into it.
Well, over 90 games for the A's. This game number 73.
Weeks fouls it back 2-2 to Kevin.
Well, there's no doubt every club's got to be thinking that if you have a bad time, you want it to be the beginning of the season. You have the whole season to make up.
No question.
Changes in postseason with such short series, but man, 162, you get off to a slow start, and that's what the teams in the East did. Don't even remember what the Yankees and or the Red Sox and the Rays did to start the season. The Yankees started off well.
So 2-2 the count with Pennington in the on deck circle. Drilled left center field. Ross is racing back, and he's not going to get it over his head. Weeks rounds second, and he will stop at second. So Weeks gets one over the outfield of the Giants, and that's a 1-out double. So that time the shallow outfield hurt the Giants, as that's probably a catchable ball if they're playing bat.
Well, definitely, and especially, I mean, you are going at times for a left fielder with a left-handed hitter, not with less of a lot of power. Going to play shallow, but Jemile Weeks has shown that he has some power. But you're right, if he's playing normal position, he catches it, almost did anyway, as he reached up. And Jemile, he's thinking 3 when he left the plate. But after being thrown out at third on Friday night, a ball that he should not have attempted to go to third, this time shut it down. Hoping for a hit. He was there in the first inning. Weeks was with nobody out. Didn't leave second.
First pitch to Pennington is outside.
Well, from the A's standpoint, it'd be great to get the run back and make it an even game. Trevor Cahill pitching great. McCain pitching outstanding baseball. The only 2 hits, Jemile Weeks.
Pennington grounds him to the right side. Burris has it. Pennington is retired. Weeks to third. So the showdown will be Kane and Crisp with the tying run at third and 2 outs.
Now batting, center fielder, number 4, Coco Crisp.
Crisp is 0 for 2. He's popped out to short and hit a fly ball to left field. 2 for 8 in this series. And the first pitch is a fastball. Maybe not a fastball at 85, and it caught the outside corner. 0-1. Blocked by Whiteside with the tying run at third.
Well, you see the way the infielders are playing. Coco Crisp with speed. Any kind of bunt that he would have put down, he's got a very good chance to beat it out. Huff at first, way back, Sandoval, even with a left-handed batter, he figured he's going to normally be even with the bag. He's not there. I think that's something in the future Jamal Weeks is going to be doing a lot more of. Coco Crisp is attempting to bunt. He's looking around. He may be thinking the same thing. As he could just drag the ball. If he gets it past the pitcher, he's going to walk to first.
That one low. 3-1. On deck is Matsui. Kane obviously with a base, even 2 bases to work with, so he would pitch Crisp carefully, especially being in a hitter's count 3-1. And he catches the outside corner, took a little off, but it's 3-2.
That Manny Gonzalez behind the plate. Last night he was giving this pitch pretty consistently, and that was off the plate. Got the call by Scott Berry.
Lane's ready, and the payoff pitch to Coco Crisp. And that one's bounced into right field, a base hit. Weeks scores, and the A's have tied it up.
Pump of the fist by Coco Crisp. Trevor Cahill gets it back. Even throw him the slider, Cav. It's the same pitch he started the at bat, only this one stayed in the middle of the plate. And Coco, who does not stride, hit it hard. No chance for Burns to get to it, so a big 2-out hit. Something the A's have been doing in the series. Jamal Weeks likes it. Last night, the A's 3 of the 4 runs in the 5th came with 2 outs. This afternoon, they tie the game with a 2-out hit after Jamal Weeks for the double. Can he steal it?
First pitch to Matsui is in for a strike. So Crisp gets his 23rd RBI of the year.
Talked to Bob Melvin about, as Josh Outman remember a couple of nights ago, his start Wednesday where he threw the ball away with 2 outs, and Bob said, you know, I kind of remember this now. There's a lot of foul territory. You can make an overthrow at first. He's going to at least be the 3rd. And I said, yeah, sometimes home, depending on the angle of the ball and who's running. That's why a lot of times you don't make the unnecessary throws to first, especially with guys that are not going to be a threat to steal. Bob Melvin learning a lot about his club. Of course, he came in as a manager of the Mariners, managed against the A's.
Coco not running, and this one's popped up to the shortstop Crawford, and Crawford has it, side retired. A's get a 2-out RBI hit from Coco Crisp, so we go to the 7th inning, tied at 1. 26, 2004. Marco Scutero, a base hit to right field in the bottom of the 10th inning. It would score Bobby Kilty, and that is a walk-off win by the Athletics. Only the second time in the Babe Ruth series that the A's have had a walk-off versus the Giants.
And that was the beginning of many for Marco Scutero, one of the best in getting the walk-offs.
So the A's, with a run in the bottom of the 6th, tie it. It's a 1-1 game. Trevor Cahill has retired 10 in a row. He has 86 pitches.
One bad slider by Matt Cain helped the A's tie the game.
Very similar numbers for the two starters today. That one called the strike on the outside corner.
Scott Berry, the home plate umpire, an umpire's dream to have two pitchers who are around the strike zone. Pretty consistent with his strike calls, and the pitchers no doubt help. The reputations that I think, talk about knowing an umpire's strike zone, I think the umpires also know the pitchers are going to be on the mound. If they're going to be around the plate, it's pretty much the hitter swing the bat. Otherwise, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Breaking ball, and Ross lays off to even the count at 2-2. That one bounced over the mound. Pennington charges, short hop, and he could not get a good grip on it, and Ross is aboard.
Well, the ball rolled up his arm. Looked like he was going to be able to make the play, but probably decided if he does not have a good enough grip. We saw that last night when he made an error throwing to second base. Tip of the fingers. And the ball just actually fell out, and then he grabbed it again. At that point, no chance. Great ultra mo showing Cliff Pennington on the ball.
So here's Scherholz. Scherholz takes a strike on the outside corner. Scherholz walked and scored in the second, struck out swinging in the fourth. The Mariners have scored a run, and they lead the Phillies 1-0 in the 7th inning. Pitching matchup in that game. Cole Hamels is trying to become a 10-game winner. And Vargas on the mound for Seattle. That one tapped out in front. Powell grabs it, throws in time. So Scherholz is retired. Pretty much like a sacrifice bunt.
Well, it's a tough play for Landon Powell. He had to, instead of going right after the ball, had to wait, make sure he got a good hop and kind of a little backspin, checked up a little bit.
33, Aaron Rollins.
Had a nice play. Scherholz upset with himself, but the ball out in front of the plate. Watch Landon Powell just missed it and then let the ball hit and then picked it up instead of grabbing it.
So Rowan steps in.
That's a very good play. Smart play by Landon Powell. Once he got the ball in his hand, quick throw, got him easily.
So Ross at second. Weeks will try to hold him on. Outside. Rowan had an RBI double in the second. His double scored Scherholz from first. The Giants in this series 0 for 17 with runners in scoring position. And the A's, on the other hand, have scored 7 runs on 2-out hits. So you should not be at all surprised that the A's have won the first 2 games in this series. Swing and a miss. Changeup.
3-2 changeup in his last at bat got Aaron Rowan. Struck him out. 1 of 3 in a row in the 4th inning. Excellent changeup. Boy, he is throwing a very good one today, along with the 2-seam fastball, even his curveball working well. So working hard with Ron Romanek in between starts, working on backing up his delivery, mechanical. Just like the ground ball to third last night. Slow play, except in the case of a mechanical throw. Well, that was mechanical. E5. Let it go, right?
Strike 2 on the outside corner.
You know, pitchers talk about repeating deliveries, something that Trevor Cahill had not been doing. He'd like to add to that with a shutdown inning after his clubbers tied the game. He's going to have to get 2 outs with a runner at second. Ron Romanek very good working with guys in between starts, and especially if they have a flaw.
When slowly hit, Rosales ranging to his left, throws in time to get Rowan. Ross stays at second. So 2 outs here in the top of the 7th.
Now batting, number 35.
A couple of changeups. That's why the fastball gets in on the hands. Change of speeds, change of eyesight. He stayed with changeups to Crawford. See if he changes with him now that maybe Crawford's sitting on the changeup.
First pitch is in for a strike.
High changeup.
A fastball that comes a little bit inside to Crawford, who is struck out and grounded out. And that one's lined. Rosales grabs it, and the inning is over. Well, the Giants get the leadoff man on and do not score. 7th inning stretch. Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Full highlights and clubhouse reaction from both clubhouses, A's and Giants. Cal Baseball at the College World Series and the U.S. Open wraps up. Jim Cosmore and Dave Benz will host. Bottom of the 7th inning of a 1-1 game. It'll be Jackson, Sweeney, and DeJesus against Kane.
Well, you can't get excited and pumped up playing in front of crowds like this over the weekend. I think we've seen it. Great play between the A's and the Giants, and both teams playing well. So far, the A's have won the first 2. Sellout crowds consistently. 3 in a row. It's like to cap it with a win today.
First pitch strike to Jackson on the outside corner. Jackson a ground out and a line out to center field. Hits that one in the hole. Crawford backhands, drops it, picks it up, throws, and they still get Connor Jackson. So that's out number one.
Well, hit very hard. That helped Crawford, who could not come up with the ball cleanly, but a very strong arm. He's played outstanding defense.
Giants hope he will hit, because he is pretty good in the field. One out for Sweeney. Sweeney a strikeout and a fly ball to center field. Right there, 1-1. Sweeney playing left field today. And now 1-2. Kane has reached the 100 pitch mark. And now a full count.
I think it will be bullpens again. The A's a little bit light in the bullpen. Andrew Bailey's not quite on a 3 days in succession mode, so he's not available today. Brett Balfour might not be.
That one lying down the right field line. Foul.
Wow.
Into the seats with home run distance, and I can't imagine it was fouled by a lot.
Well, Diaz just turned around and looked and threw up the hands, and that's a bad sign if you're an A's fan. That close, right in front of the foul pole. Ryan Sweeney, here's an opposite field hitter, but look for the fastball at 91, turned on it and just missed, hitting the foul pole.
And rolls one. Huff has it. Huff steps on the bag, and that's out number 2.
Celebrates the Independence Day weekend on Saturday, July the 2nd, as the A's face the Diamondbacks. Come enjoy the patriotic fireworks show from the outfield grass after the game. The show is presented by Paramount Pictures and Marvel Entertainment's Captain America. It's in theaters July the 22nd. For tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com/tickets. That's tickets to the fireworks. If you want tickets to the theater for July 22nd, you'd have to go there. But we're talking about A's baseball here. Fireworks, outfield grass. Good time with you.
First pitch to DeJesus is hit foul down the left field line. Fly out to center and a fly out to left for DeJesus. He's be a 2-out rally here against Kane. Good pitch there. Fastball right on the inside corner. The hero of the section. Fastball is high. Pitch number 106 for Kane. Right there, strike 3 called. Fastball, and that is strikeout number 5 for Kane. So he has a 3-up, 3-down 7th inning, on to the 8th, 1-1. 100% Bay Area for a special documentary presentation, the story of Oakland-born Glenn Burke, who was the first openly gay Major League Baseball player. It includes interviews with Glenn's teammates, friends, and family about the struggle that led to a derailment of a promising baseball career. It was nominated for both the 2010 Emmy and a GLAAD Award. Good ball game today, 1-1, top of the 8th inning. Eli Whiteside will lead it off. So 5 hits for San Francisco, 3 hits for the Athletics. Affelt starts to throw. To a pitch right down the corner. So it will soon turn into a battle of 2 very good bullpens. Whiteside takes it for a strike, 2-2.
So Whiteside might have gone to the plate. Said, I'm going to take 2 strikes, try to get something going with 2 outs. Turn it over atop the batting order. Well, he's got the 2 strikes now.
And that went up and away. So now full count. That was pitch number 105 for Cahill. That one hit hard. Rosales stays down on it, straightens up, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now that's 10th ground ball out for Trevor Cahill, back to double figures, so that's a good outing for him. Matt Cain on the other side, 11 fly ball outs. Clay Wood, who had to replace a lot of sod in the outfield. This ball hit on the grass and then taken by Adam Rosales, a very strong arm, taking a little bit extra time getting the 4-seam grip. And after the concert, what was it? YouTube, was it? Replace a lot of sod in the outfield. Right there to right there. I mean, it's all from left to right. A lot of new sod. Clay Wood has to be happy with the way it's performing, and that's before football starts, when it really gets bad. Good job as always.
1-2 to Torres, who is 0 for 3. And that one was very close on the inside corner. And Torres led off the series on Friday night with a double. That's his only hit. He's 1 for 11. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a changeup. 7 strikeouts, and Torres is 0 for 4.
Well, the fastball inside missed, so he comes back with a changeup, threw it just as hard as he would a fastball, but pulled the string. And this is a great sign if you're a pitcher to watch the hitter way out in front, flailing, missing, swinging over the pitch.
So 2 outs for Burris. Adam Rosales right on the edge of the grass. Burris has shown bunt a lot in this series. And now it's 2-0.
Joey Devine heating up for the A's.
One to Burris is a strike on the outside corner.
Well, a lot of movement. Started in and covered the majority of the plate before it hit the outside corner. Look at this movement. Adam Powell, that's called framing it. Keep it in the striking zone. Didn't make the umpire look bad by making the call.
2-2 is a bit inside. 3-2.
We're sitting next to Matt Cain, just called that last pitch because maybe watch Landon Powell move inside. How does he come back with the changeup?
Payoff pitch to Burris. Fouled right at the plate. And Breslow joins Devine.
Supposed to be Devine as a setup. Fuentes perhaps closing today. The A's get in that situation.
So another 3-2 pitch to Burris. And he drives one to right field. DeJesus is going back. He's near the wall, and he makes the catch.
Wow. Change up. I thought he got it. Wow.
So Burris flies out to right. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 1-1 game.
Wow.
Aaron Rowan with a double in the second inning. It would score Sherholtz. And the Giants had a 1-0 lead. Matt Cain very good today, but he's going to get a no decision. Trevor Cahill very good. He's still got a chance to get a W. Coco Crisp with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. A base hit that tied up the game. Bottom of the 8th, a 1-1 game.
Third baseman, number 7.
1-5-1 for the Giants. 1-3-0 for the Athletics. So Cain is out of the game. As the Giants have gone to the bullpen when it's time for a change. Think speedy oil change and tune-up. The oil change tune-up from Smog Experts. The lefty Jeremy Affeldt comes in. Affeldt, his 34th appearance. And he's a workhorse. And he's been pitching very well as of late.
Well, Matt Cain's going to go to the clubhouse and think about one bad slider on 3-2 to Coco Crisp, but otherwise you'd have a 1-0 lead going to the bottom of the 8th. Devine and Fuentes. Devine could go either way as far as the A's don't score.
Slowly hit down the third base line, but foul. So the count even at 2-2. Grant Balfour also pitched in the first 2 games of this series, as did Daly.
Brett Anderson in between Walt Horn and Trevor Cahill. Brett Anderson, of course, back with the club now. He will be evaluated and just kind of take his time, and hopefully he'll be back in a period of time.
2-2 pitches high. 3-2. On deck is Landon Powell and then Jemile Weeks.
And the switch hitters following Rosales. There's 3 of them. 4 of them actually.
That one Bounce toward Crawford at short. And Rosales is 0 for 3. And that's 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So Powell will hit.
Now batting, the catcher, number 11, Landon Powell.
Powell 0 for 2. There's 2 at bats against Kane. He's 2 for 11 as a right-handed hitter this year. The Mariners have added another run. They lead the Phillies 2-0 in the top of the 8th inning. It's the rubber game in that series.
So we're looking at Hamels and Cahill in Philadelphia next Saturday.
That's what it looks like.
Anyway, the A's are going to see some good starters.
Yeah, the rumor is Hamels on Saturday, Halladay on Sunday. Now that is not official. It's just what is being tossed around the A's clubhouse.
Josh Outman's already thinking about it, having to face Halladay next Sunday. Citizens Bank Park. Melvin walking around the dugout, maybe contemplating if Powell gets on, what does he do as far as a possible pinch runner? There's Outman. Gio also will be pitching. He'll get 1 start. Outman will get 2 starts in the National League Parks. Did it.
Left center. He may have got it. And he did.
Don't have to worry about pinch running when you do that. A 2-1 fastball down low, and Landon Powell crushed it. Almost hit one off Matt Cain in the 3rd inning, his first at bat. And Trevor Cahill, a smile on his face because he pitched 8 solid innings and turned it over to the bullpen regardless of what happened in this inning.
So here's Weeks. Ball in, so it's 0-2.
Okay, how many times do we talk about splits? What a hitter does versus a lefty versus a righty, turn him around, bat in a certain direction. A lot of people talking about Weeks maybe not as good for the right side, save for Coco Chris. People don't watch these guys play every day, and that's the difference. They look at the numbers too much.
Pass Sandoval into shallow left field.
Landon Powell just dropped the head of the bat on the big boy. He did. He got everything into it, and you could see Affeldt's look on his face as Ultramode shows Landon Powell out in front. So Holden Powell, the son of Landon Powell, a very happy young man today. He might not know what his daddy did, but I'm sure he's going to see and hear about it for a long time. What an outstanding swing.
Weeks was given a single on that play, so he is 3 for 4. And now Pennington hits. And the first home run of the year for Landon Powell. A fastball a little bit down, and Powell went down and got it. So now Fuentes is by himself in the bullpen. Inside as Pennington showed bunt briefly. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. To Sandoval, and he throws to first, and that's a double play. Sandoval was playing in. But Landon Powell gives the A's the lead with a home run as we head to the 9th inning. thanks to Landon Powell. The A's have a 2-1 lead and 3 outs away from the sweep. But when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. So no Bailey today. Fuentes will try to get the save as he faces Sandoval, Huff, and Ross.
Switch hitter left and a right.
Sandoval 1 for 3. And that one's popped up on the infield. Pennington is waiting, and he's got it, and that's out number 1.
Sun changes a little bit as the game progresses. A little bit easier for Pennington than it was earlier for Crawford. So a very good pitch, good changeup from Fuentes to get Sandoval, who I thought was going to take a strike. He took the first pitch, faked a bunt, and maybe thinking, trying to get on base, but swung at the second pitch, and it was a good one from Fuentes.
So here's Huff. And there's a fastball right at the knees for a strike. Goes around on a slider, not even close. 1-2, make it 0-2.
That was a sweeping breaking ball through him last night to strike him out. Huff was sitting fastball, committed too soon and could not stop his swing.
Pitch is low and away.
See how Landon Powell had set up to one of the high fastball, but there's sometimes I think the pitcher is so programmed to try to keep everything down. So to try to elevate doesn't work. And again.
That one bounced to Weeks. Big hop. He's got it. 2 outs. So Cody Ross steps to the plate.
Now batting, number 13, Cody Ross.
Ross is 1 for 3. Fastball, swing and a miss by Ross. Pitch was a little bit up.
And he had one thing on his mind, and he got a fastball first pitch, and it did not matter where he threw it. He was going to be swinging, trying to tie the game as Landon Powell put the A's ahead with a home run.
Outside to Ross. He has 6 home runs on the year.
Fastball up for swing and a miss. A changeup away. That was out of the strike zone.
That one shot just foul past Rosales.
Looking fastball again. Got the back-to-back changeups out of the strike zone.
So 1-2. Fuentes up the side of the mound. Now he climbs to the top. Ross takes a deep breath, climbs back into the batter's box.
A's and Giants fans all over the stadium standing. Another high fastball.
And that one, strike 3 called. Ross can't believe it. Doesn't matter. The game's over. And the A's have indeed returned the favor and swept the Giants here at the Coliseum. The final score this afternoon, The Athletics 2 and the Giants 1. Landon Powell with a solo home run in the bottom of the 8th inning. How about that?
And the whole series, the A's did not have to fear the beard. They didn't see Brian Wilson the entire series, thanks to some great pitching and timely hitting by the Athletics.
So the A's have won 5 in a row. They're now 33-40 as they slowly climb back to that 500 mark.
And somewhere Steve Vucinich might be asking the question, can we take the gold jerseys on the road? A's have won. Gold goes with anything. Look at the Chronicle this morning. All A's on the green page of the San Francisco Chronicle. But what a great weekend series for the Athletics. 3 sellouts. They did not disappoint anybody except those Giants fans here at the Coliseum the last 3 days.
So the A's, really a pitcher's duel. Both Cahill very good, Kane very good. It came down to one swing of the bat. Yep. And it was Landon Powell who got a fastball from Jeremy Affeldt, knocked it out. Not a bad time for your first home run of the year.
A Father's Day home run for Landon Powell, who joins us downstairs. Isn't that great?
All right, Landon, congratulations. Before we get to the home run, let's talk about Trevor Cahill. You've seen him struggle 4 or 5 starts now. What was the difference today? Because he looked very sharp.
He just really got ahead in the count. He was locating his sinker away and his changeup. And his last couple starts, he had great stuff. He just was having a hard time locating and getting ahead in the count. And when he can get ahead in the count and use his pitches like he wants to, it makes it real tough on hitters.
Landon, I know you're an excellent catcher and you know the hitter's tendencies, but the changeup today worked so well for Trevor Cahill. It seemed like you could call it any time. How much concern, if any, did you have in backing it up 2 to 3 times certain hitters? How great was the changeup today?
Yeah, I have no hesitations in calling it 3 or 4 times in a row. It looks so much like his 2-seamer, and he has pretty good control with it, so just keep throwing it in there. It's going to be really hard for hitters to lay off of it, and it just makes his sinker that much more effective also. Trevor throws 90, 91, and it makes it look like 94 because he's throwing off his changeup a lot, so he's got great combo of pitches.
Our Fremont Bank play of the game is you, big boy. The home run, 2-1 fastball. Jeremy Affeldt turned you around to bat right-handed. You almost hit one your first at bat. What about this one against Affeldt?
Yeah, I haven't hit right-handed in like a month, so I just kind of told myself I'm going to get my foot down early and try to do some damage. And it was a low pitch. It was actually probably a ball out of the zone, and just was able to get extended on it. And got to thank God. That was a lucky hit, I think.
No, good.
Landon, you guys have won 5 in a row. And you remember what happened against the Giants in San Francisco. As a player, certainly the fans are into it. As a player, how much do you guys think about, hey, they got us over there. We need to get them back here at the Coliseum?
Yeah, that was in our minds a little bit. They definitely handed it to us over there. But at the same time, we're just trying to win every game. One of the big messages that Bob Melvin brought over with him is play in the present. Let's win right now, today, every out, every inning. And not worry about yesterday, not worry about tomorrow. So that's kind of what we're trying to do.
And as I mentioned, Father's Day, I'm sure your son Holden's got to be thinking, he may not know what Daddy did today, but how much will you be able to talk about this great day in the future, especially on Father's Day?
Yeah, they're back in South Carolina right now, so I hope they were watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing them tomorrow or next day in New York. And, yeah, it's great being a father, and especially doing something like this on Father's Day, not only for my kid, but for my dad, too. So.
I agree. Nice job, Landon. Thanks for joining us.
All right, thanks, guys.
Indeed. So, really, probably the best game of the series as far as good pitching, pretty good defense. You knew it was going to be a good, well-pitched game, but the A's got that big hit at the end, and the bullpen was good really the whole series, and they catch a Giants team that generally struggles to score runs anyways, and they really shut them down this series.
And, Cap, I think when we look at this series, and, again, a change in managers, we saw Friday night with Godfrey. He goes out for the 7th inning, unexpected. Nobody expected that to happen. Built a lot of confidence. And how about Trevor Cahill? 116 pitches today. And for him to go out and make those pitches the way he did in the 8th inning, to get out of that and come back and have the club score in the bottom of the 8th inning, I'm sure he's going to feel just like Godfrey, the rest of the pitchers, the rest of this ball club, a lot of confidence they have whenever they come to the ballpark every day. And it's a great thing to see, considering that stretch on the road when they were 1-9. Indeed.
Speaking of the road, the A's got nice momentum, a 5-game winning streak as they get ready for New York and then Philadelphia. So more National League baseball for the A's. But they finish off the sweep of the Giants this afternoon, winning it